Hey, what's up, Generation-X.net and the guys at YouTube? All you guys, what's up? Yeah, this is the Cavalry. And what I want to be doing today is I'm going to be answering Educated Negro's question.
Hold on, guys. I have to do a wardrobe change. That's better.
What do we think about this, healthcare debate? What do you think about Barack Obama and his question about basically, is Barack going to be a one-term president? Well, here's the reality of the situation. It really comes down to the healthcare debate. Basically, if there's no public option within healthcare, then Barack Obama basically is effectively going to be a lame duck president. And he wouldn't have lasted a year. A lame duck president within his first year. And the reason why I can easily say this is the same reason why all the other liberals who have their heads screwed on straight can say it as well. The thing is that we watch George W. Bush, along with Dick Cheney, Condoleezza Rice, Colin Powell, and several other morons, lead us into the stupidest war in American history, and that was the Iraq War. They lied some more, they lied again, they lied and they kept lying. They lied on record, they lied on tape, they lied on TV, they lied on the news, they lied on MSNBC, they lied on ABC, CBS, Fox News, they lied everywhere. Fox News is still lying. This is exactly what happened. They lied about Hurricane Katrina. They couldn't do anything. These people were sitting up there. It's not that they couldn't do anything. They were unwilling to do anything to save these people. People were drowning up to their necks in water. It was hot. They had no home to go to. And they couldn't save them. Why? Why? It came down to the American people to save themselves. Stars. Literally stars like Harry Connick Jr., Sean Penn had to go in there with their own boats and save the people of New Orleans. How embarrassing is that? Well, let's go ahead right back to Barack Obama. These guys and their merry band of idiots were able to defeat 49% of the country. Now, the reality is that what's going on with Barack Obama and his bunch of guys is, are they so weak that are they willing to do a backroom deal with the insurance companies to go ahead and make sure that the insurance companies are well taken care of? That's the big question. See, if the public option is not there within the healthcare bill, then that means that still 50 million Americans will not have healthcare. And at the same time, that also means that Barack Obama, as well as his constituents, are going to get up here and talk about these big numbers that they were able to save the people. You know, basically $180 billion or something like that. We were able to save you $180 billion in insurance, and we were able to save you, $1 billion over here in terms of healthcare. But the truth is that even though you guys are going to be hearing these ridiculous numbers, you're not going to see any of that money. It's not like 180 people. Or how can I say this? It's not like 180,000 people are going to receive $1 million. You dig? It's not going to happen. So who knows what the heck they're going to be talking about in the future? It's basically going to be a big spend game. There's not going to be any real savings. The big savings are if 50 million people can also be healthy as well. See, the insurance companies, the medical industry, make their money off of selling drugs. So imagine the biggest crack dealer in the world. They don't care. A crack dealer does not care where you get the money. You can steal from your mama. They will take the money and they will give you crack. Well, that's the same thing with the medical industry. They don't care where the poor people get the money. They're just saying, hey, get the money, we'll give you the medication. Hey, get the money, we'll give you the surgery. They don't care where you get the money because it's about the crack deal. It's about the sale. It's about the bottom line. So they're willing to impoverish those who do have the money. So basically, they'll check your financial records. Why not? To see if you can afford it. You never know what in the world they're going to do. They will look at your income. Look, all these private industries, all these private entities have a way to check your income. Basically, anytime you go ahead and sign your medical forms and you set up your insurance, they want to know how much you make. They want to know about your credit. They want to know about all that type of history. That way they can give you the best and most optimum care, right? So when you come in there and you have a what? When you have a $10,000 surgery, they're actually going to charge you $20,000. All right, depends on what you got in your bank account. You need to come up with $100,000. They're going to charge you $250,000. Why? It's the nature of the beast. They're willing to impoverish you. They're willing to see, hey, how much can we get out of you? Period. Maybe you can find an aunt, uncle, one of those rich aunts, uncles, or grandmothers, or dip into your savings of some sort, of some type, or your friend's savings, so you can go ahead and live. See, it's life or death. It's different than crack. Crack is just about getting high, right? This is about keeping you alive. So they got us all over a barrel. So basically, that's why I'm saying, if Barack Obama fails at this, you're going to have a whole lot of pissed off liberals. A whole lot. Because that's why they sent him there. That's why we sent him there. So that we can get health care, we can end the war, and we can have a black president, a strong one. But see, what we're running into is not a very strong guy. If he buckles on this, basically he's going to be known for a whole bunch of tough talk against black men who really can't keep themselves from being arrested. A whole bunch of tough talk against them, but nothing. He's got nothing when it comes to the insurance industry. He's got nothing when it comes to healthcare. I mean, you got to think about this. Why did Michael Moore make the movie Sicko? Why did he put all this information out so that the liberals could go ahead and have a whole bunch of fighting words? The ironic thing is that Barack Obama hasn't mentioned anything about Michael Moore or Sicko. Probably doing that backroom deal, right? It's a big possibility. I'm holding out hope. I'm holding out hope that he can go ahead and pull this off. I'm holding out hope that he is not a fool who's going to buckle underneath 20% of pressure. 20%. And then, I mean, I just have to look at the fact that, again, no mention of Sicko. I mean, look, Michael Moore fought the industry. Heck, he even went on Oprah Winfrey and fought the industry. He even was on CNN taking Wolf Blitzer to task for being an idiot. But all that for naught? I mean, is it possible that you can just put the wrong people in charge? Do we have to go ahead and form a third party? Something that isn't Democrat? Something, of course, is something that's not going to be Republican. Something completely different. Different than Green, different than Independent, in order to go ahead and get what needs to be done. All right? If Sweden was able to do it and have universal health care, if Canada was able to do it and have universal health care, if Germany was able to do it, remember we defeated Germany? They were able to do it and get universal health care. The same thing with France. We came there to help them out, to get the Germans off their back, and they have universal health care. But we can't have universal health care because 20% of morons who may or may not benefit from the healthcare insurance industry. See, the thing is that 20% of morons, well, see, they're kind of crazy. They're Republicans. So, of course, they're a little bit nutty. And they're sitting up here spreading misinformation so they can make themselves even more nutty. And this has been infused by Fox. Meantime, Glenn Beck's advertisers are dropping off like flies. Why? Because he's nutty. He's a Republican nut. And the same thing with the rest of these people. Now, what's ironic is that an African-American man who was drunk drove up to Barack Obama's house earlier this year. He had a gun in his car. In his car, mind you. He was arrested, and he also was prosecuted, and he got 5 years for being drunk near Obama's house with a gun in his car. Meantime, we have guys going up to the Obama rallies where he's actually at. See, when the guy came up to Obama's house, Obama wasn't even home, and neither was his family. But we got guys going to the actual rallies with pistols strapped to their legs, and other guys with loaded AK-47s on their backs, 2 of them. They didn't ask those guys to go home. They could have easily said, hey, you guys need to go on home. You know, you can't bring that stuff here. They weren't arrested. They weren't questioned. They weren't prosecuted, and they didn't get 5 years.